Is that enough to arrest Miss Downs?
I believe so, yes.
Then I think I've heard just about all I need to.
What is up, guys? Welcome back to Conway, Disappearance at Dahlia View. So I think we are nearing the end of the game because we have searched like everyone's houses in Dahlia View, right? Unless we are going to search Tony Morgan's house too, which I don't know. Anyway, let's continue and see. Okay, so we are at the question board again. Let's see what evidence we got from Shirley's pub. Okay, what's this? Riverport stock delivery. Green binding rope, black binding rope, claw-tooth hammer, aqueous dihydrogen oxide tablets. Okay, so that's like the delivery list. What's this then? Traces of motor oil mixed in with blood sample. Angle of wound implies that the attacker was shorter than the victim. Courtyard was too dark to see. The attacker had to know the victim and where they would be. All neighbors were present in Dahlia View on the night of the attack. Okay, and what's this? Dihydrogen oxide tablets again. It says keep away from children, causes blurred vision, loss of memory, loss of consciousness, and in some rare cases death. Okay, then what's this? All right, this is the rules of the pub. If you break a dart, lose a snooker ball, charged, not up to my staff, to find a taxi, glasses left on last, doorbells will fall. Yeah, the toilet is for men and women. Yeah, okay, so that's fine. Barred list. Oh, these are all the people that have been barred from the pub. I don't think I saw this. Harold Levy has been barred for lifetime. Jennifer Margaret, I don't know who that is. She's also for lifetime accused staff of stealing. Okay. I mean, Jennifer, maybe she accused Downs of stealing. Shirley Downs. No idea. Then Henry J. Burton for 2 weeks for spilling drink. Jim Thompson for 1 month for vandalism, and Larry Matthews for 1 month for starting a fight. Okay. Then we have the newspaper again, which we already have read. Then brown soil deposits found around the scene, possibly from footwear. Unrecognized blue jumper thread found on victim's person, perhaps belonged to assailant. Traces of heavy liquid sedative found at scene, used to render Charlotte May unconscious. Smashed plant pot at scene, presumed to have been broken by victim as he fell. Okay. Then we got the blueprint of the room, as in of the pub, the entire pub. This is the upstairs and this is the downstairs. Yeah. This is Larry came home stinking drunk last night. Could have called him a taxi. Oh, okay. I think so. This may be Larry's wife or girlfriend or someone. Okay. Then what's this? Injury trauma would imply assault occurred with a heavy blunt object. Deposits found on victim's clothing imply weapon was likely made of metal. Multiple sets of footprints at scene, male and female. Attacker may have worked medium-sized boots. I think this should be worn. Fiber from multicolored black and green rope found possibly for bindings. Okay. And we checked this, right? Yeah. The last one. 10 to 15, Larry stumbling across outside gate with one shoe. Saw her in kitchen, last side of both. He cuddles her, cat knock Nova in alleyway. Both upstairs in front bedroom, front door hugging. Okay. We've got this too. So let's see what he says about these pictures.
Shirley used Lady Doer's telescope to spy on the Morgans. Is there any evidence that places her in Lady Doer's home on the night that Charlotte May was taken?
Okay, so I need to find evidence for that then.
The only proof of an intruder at Shirley Downs' pub was a glass they may have smashed during the attack. Is it possible that there was no intruder? Is it possible the glass could have smashed in some other way?
Yeah, by the bell, right? The last doorbell or whatever it's called. Like it said in that paper when the glass would smash or something. Okay, what's this?
I've taken some excerpts from the police report I found. Can I use them to connect Shirley to the kidnapping?
Okay, so I'll figure this out and be right back, guys. Okay, guys, I think I figured out the second one. It says, is there another way the glass could have been smashed, right? So if we look at this, it says glasses left on the last order's bell will fall off when it rings, right? So connect that. And the last order's bell is over here, and this is the front bar, right? So it's this yellow thing. So the yellow thing is ring main 2. So maybe we connect this ring main 2. Come on. Ring main 2 over to this. Come on, connect. Yep, there we go. Okay, let's see if this works.
Good.
Yep.
Now to sort out everything else.
Okay, so 2 more left. Let's see if we can solve those 2.
Good. Now to sort out everything else.
Okay, guys, so I solved the first one too. I thought I did this combination before, but I don't know, apparently didn't want to give it to me. So this one, we need to prove that she was at the telescope, right? So Charlotte May was kidnapped on Tuesday, the 22nd of June. And then here Larry was tumbling outside the gate with one shoe. And Larry came home stinking drunk last night. Yep. So those 3 proves that she was at the telescope. So only the final ones left. I'll connect that and I'll be back. Okay, guys. I think I got the third one too. So it says here trauma due to a heavy blunt object, right? And she ordered a claw-tooth hammer. So that could be one. And then this one says trace of heavy liquid sedative found at scene used to render Charlotte May unconscious. And it says this thing can cause loss of consciousness. So let's see.
I need to make sure I'm looking at all of the evidence.
Okay, so something's wrong. Need to figure it out. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, so guys, I think I finally got it. So this says I couldn't get any of that 2-tone rope, so we'll connect that. And next one says, where was it? Fiber from multicolored black and green rope found possibly for binding. So that too. Hopefully this works now. Let's see. Yeah.
That's it.
Okay.
By the police's account, Shirley had access to the same type of rope and chloroform of a sort. Match that with the telescope as an attack weapon, and I think I have all the means I need. I can even place her at the window watching over Charlotte May just minutes before she was taken. I spent so much time looking at the McKees and Harold Levy. It's Shirley. It has to be.
So Shirley's the
Dear God, I
kidnapper?
hope I'm not too late. Time to gather my neighbors and share my suspicions. Put an end to this once and for all.
Oh shit. Is this the end? How could Shirley be who attacked Shirley though? So confusing. The accusation. Shit. Let's see what happens. Okay,
I was reaching the end of my investigation. No idea if Catherine could even look me in the eye. I'd promised Tony Morgan I'd find his daughter, and I'd betrayed my own in the process. Perhaps I should have listened to Catherine and left the investigation to the police. Perhaps Tony Morgan didn't need my help. Perhaps I'd failed everyone. Only time would tell, and Shirley Downs held the key.
I think Catherine's coming to visit him.
Catherine, thank you for coming.
What do you want, Dad? I told you I didn't want to...
I promise I'm not wasting your time.
What do you want?
Please, come inside. I have something you'll want to see.
You'll forgive me if I don't believe you.
Then why did you come?
It's my job to follow up all leads.
Then, please, I'll show you what I've been working on these past few days.
These past few days you promised me you weren't investigating again. Please don't humiliate me, Dad.
Dude, I hope he has something.
Christ.
Here he is.
Everybody's here.
Thank you all for coming. I imagine you share some notion of why I asked you here. In short, to discuss the disappearance of Charlotte May, and also to apologize to each and every one of you. I'm sure you know by now that I've been investigating every possible area of her disappearance, and that has meant looking closely at Dahlia View.
You mean spying on us?
A crude interpretation, but yes.
That's illegal. Surely.
I've broken no laws, I can assure you.
That we know of. This is an invasion of privacy. You're a police officer. How can you let him do this?
It's not illegal to ask questions, Mrs. McKee.
What about breaking and entering? How'd you feel about that? Hey?
Are you pressing charges, Mr. Levy?
I don't know why there's all this fuss.
We still need to address the fact that there's an attacker at
Let
large.
Mr. Conway speak. I'd rather like to see where this is going.
Well, with my apology out of the way, let's talk about what I've uncovered.
Okay, so we can talk one by one. What do we talk about first? Let's talk about Lady Dover, right? Because it was her house that had the telescope. So, yeah, maybe.
Lady Dower, I thank you for permitting me to search your home. But on reflection, you really should pay more attention to whom you employ to clean your estate.
Hindsight is a blessing.
I don't think you had anything to do with Charlotte May's disappearance. It's a shame that your home was violated in such a way. Again, I extend my apologies that you've been dragged into this.
Water under the bridge, Mr. Conway.
Okay, next person. The Mackeys or Harold. I guess let's go with the Mackeys, because yeah, I think like we have to choose Harold Levy anyway, like in the next option. So let's choose Mackeys.
Annabelle and Theo. The two of you clearly have problems of your own to work through.
The very nerve of you, Mr. Conway.
And you should have reported that dog that you hit with the car. It would have saved a lot of time, and perhaps we would have found Charlotte May by now. But I have no reason at all to think you could have taken Charlotte May.
I could have told you that if you'd asked.
I have nothing more to say to the two of you.
Okay, now Levy.
Harold Levy. You don't like me very much. I can live with that. You said it yourself. As long as I pay my rent on time, we won't have a problem. In the future, it might do you well to extend that courtesy to neighbors going through certain hardships. Well, not every problem can be solved with your fists. I believe you owe Mr. Morgan an apology.
What's he talking about?
God knows.
Other than that, I found nothing to think you capable of such a terrible act as kidnapping a girl. I have nothing more for you.
Oh, that was a waste of time then.
And finally, we come to Shirley Downs, the second victim of our unknown perpetrator. A completely innocent bystander the night that Charlotte May was taken. The perfect alibi. Were it not all based on lies and deception?
Well then.
What? No, you all saw what happened to
Shirley,
me.
please, let us dispense with the song and dance.
Shirley? What is he talking about?
I have no idea, Annabelle. I can assure you of that. Just what on earth are you getting at, Mr. Conway?
I bloody know it. You've always been a dark horse.
Shut up. I had nothing to do with Charlotte May's disappearance, I promise you.
Mr. Conway, I think you might have made a mistake.
Catherine, would you mind?
Please, I think it's time we talk to Miss Downs alone. Could we have the room?
I think I should stay. She's my sister and she needs
Mrs. McKee, please. Everyone, in fact. Leave now.
I think it's best you leave too, Mr. Morgan. Don't worry, I'll update you later on this evening once I know more.
Shirley,
I'll be fine, Annabelle. They're making a huge mistake. Just do as the police officer said.
I'm afraid that means you too, Mr. Levy.
No way. I would have missed this if you paid me.
Get out, you fool.
This what you wanted, was it?
How very disappointing. Good work, Mr. Conway.
Okay, let's see now.
Shirley, please take a seat. Now, where should I begin?
Look, I don't know what this is about, but I think you made a huge mistake. I'm sorry. Catherine, is it? Can you talk some sense into him?
I think we should hear what he has to say.
This is ridiculous.
If you have nothing to hide, then surely you'd relish the chance to prove your innocence.
You watched me get attacked. That proves that the kidnapper is still out there.
Well, let's start there then, shall we?
Okay. So, glass shard photo, spyglass. Let's start with the glass shard, right?
What's that supposed to be?
Why don't you tell me? It was found in your pub.
So what? Lots of people drink there every day. Glasses smash. I don't know what's special about a piece of glass.
It sounds plausible.
Well, there you have it.
Well, Mr. Crow didn't seem to think so. He told me you took it from the police evidence room.
Prove it.
I intend to. I'm sure Mr. Crow will be willing to testify. Let's move on.
Dude, I still don't know whether she's the one who kidnapped Charlotte May. So let's keep going then. The photo.
What do you have to say about this?
You've been watching me. Annabelle was right. This is an invasion of privacy.
Well, isn't that what you wanted?
What are you talking about?
Well, for someone to see your charade. The whole business with the so-called intruder. You set the whole thing up.
What a ridiculous thing to say. How could I have? Why would I?
You did it so that Tony Morgan would see you as the victim, and therefore not as his attacker. I saw you too. I'll admit, you were very convincing.
This is all in your mind, Mr. Conway. You have no evidence at all.
Well, we'll see. Let's continue, shall we?
Okay, the spyglass.
How will you explain this, I wonder?
Perhaps you want to explain how you found that, without breaking the law.
I'm sure it will come to that. But for now, we're talking about you. You have nothing to say? There's no getting around this, Shirley.
You're not listening. It wasn't me.
Well, I suppose that's that. Catherine, is what you've heard enough to arrest Miss Downs?
I'm sorry, it's not conclusive enough, I'm afraid.
Well, then, I suppose I was wrong. I should have gone with my gut and accused Annabelle.
What?
Again, I'm sorry I've wasted your time. Catherine, can you see if Annabelle is still close by?
Wait, Mr. Conway. What could you possibly think Annabelle has to do with this?
Well, I shouldn't discuss this with you, but all those late nights whilst Thea was gigging, no one able to verify her whereabouts. And then, of course, there's the matter of the... well, like I said, I shouldn't discuss this with you. I apologize, Miss Downs. Let's see if we have enough to arrest your sister.
Wait.
What is it?
For God's sake. I hid the telescope in my safe, but I was hiding it for someone else.
The truth, Shirley, or this conversation is over.
Okay, I hit Mr. Morgan, but I swear I thought he was someone else.
I'll see what your sister has to say about that.
I'm telling you the truth. Annabelle had nothing to do with it.
Where is Charlotte May?
I didn't take her. That's why I hid the telescope in the first place, so the police wouldn't suspect that I took her.
That makes no sense whatsoever.
I didn't take Charlotte May.
So let me get this straight. And it's very important that you're clear.
Glass shard, fake attack, spyglass photo. Let's go with the glass shard
You
first.
took the shard of glass from the police evidence room.
Well, yes, because it proved that I hit Mr. Morgan. but I thought I was hitting Harold Levy.
Okay, faked attack.
You faked the attack against you.
Yes. I needed people to know that the kidnapper is still out there. I couldn't come forward and say what I'd done because people would think I took Charlotte May.
Then the spyglass.
The telescope is the attack weapon.
I took it from Lady Dowa's hallway. I saw my sister having an affair from Lord Dowa's window. I was angry. I overreacted.
Okay, so now we know that she faked the attack, right? Okay.
You attacked Tony Morgan.
I already told you. I thought I was hitting Harold Levy. He was kissing my sister, Annabelle. A married woman, Theo's wife.
I don't think even you can separate the truth from the lies anymore.
I'm not lying, Mr. Conway.
You took Charlotte May that night.
I did not.
Then you put her in Lady Dowa's basement. Why?
I'm not saying another word.
You knocked me from my chair and then staged the attack on yourself to throw me off the scent.
That's all in your head.
Where is Charlotte May? Is that enough to arrest Miss Downs?
I believe so, yes.
Then I think I've heard just about all I need to. Catherine, may I have a word?
So did she really not kidnap Charlotte May? This is so confusing.
Well, it looks like you were onto something after all.
Yes, it looks that way.
Let's wrap this up then, shall we?
Wait a moment. You see now what I was doing, what I had to do.
I do.
Well then, what's wrong? With a little more time, Shirley will tell us where Charlotte May is. You can arrest her. This is a good thing.
You lied to me. You betrayed my trust after you promised me. I'm so glad that you were right. I really am, but that doesn't change how you did it.
Catherine, we did it. You and I. I listened to what you said, and I truly am sorry. There were moments where I knew I was crossing a line, but I did it.
You've told me already.
And I meant it. Please. I'm going to update Mr. Morgan later on and tell him what we found. It would mean a lot to me if you were by my side, do you say?
I don't think so, Dad. I'm sorry.
Catherine, please.
Miss Downs, I'm arresting you on suspicion of the abduction of Charlotte May Morgan and an attempt to obstruct an active and ongoing police investigation. You don't have to speak, but anything you do say might be used against you in a court of law.
What? Okay, so maybe now he'll go and talk to Tony, and maybe Tony will have something to say to us. It's taking a long time to load. Okay. Come on, give us who kidnapped
Shirley
her.
has confessed to almost everything I've thrown at her. But she's refused to give me the location of Charlotte May. I hope to God she's still alive. It's out of my hands and up to Catherine now. I've reached the end of my investigation. But at what cost?
Still missing. 23:17, 6 hours later. Okay.
I promised Mr. Morgan I'd return this brooch when I found Charlotte May. The news of Shelley's arrest will have to do for now.
Okay, so I guess we'll return the brooch now. This is so crazy. Oh, there's a stamp here. We'll collect that. Yep. We have the spyglass. Okay, let's go return the brooch. Take brooch.
Now that all's said and done, suppose I should tidy all this away.
Okay. What's here? After talking with Shelley, it all started making sense. She confessed to almost everything. Her worst trait is her stubbornness and refused to tell me where Charlotte May is. Okay, before giving the brooch, do we have to do anything over here? Let me check the table again. We have the spyglass. And the mug. No, I guess not. Okay, let's just go give the brooch then. What's this? Flowers.
I was hoping to return to Mr. Morgan with his daughter. Not this hollow gesture.
Let's take the flowers anyway, I guess. I hope we find Charlotte May, man. Like, come on. Is there anything over here? There's soap and...
I must ask Catherine if she'll get me some more shopping.
No, okay. Let's just go. Give the brooch.
I used to roam these halls and wonder what kind of neighbours lived around me. Now I know all too well.
Yep. Okay. So, let's... Also, we have never spoken to Tony about that affair he was having, right? Maybe we'll talk about it now? Okay. To the exit we
How
go.
will Mr. Morgan take the news, I wonder? He's been through enough.
Is it this way? Yeah, it is. And out. Okay.
No sign of Catherine. She's not coming.
Alright, let's go into Morgan's house then. I hope he's home. Yep, he is home.
Hello, Mr. Conway.
Mr. Morgan, how are you?
As well as can be expected, I suppose. I have to say I wasn't expecting you so soon.
I apologize. I thought you might want an update regarding Shirley Downs.
Of course, yes. Why don't you step inside for a moment and... well, please come in. You can leave your things down there if you like.
Thank you.
Okay, let's place the items.
Please. You were saying?
Yes. In short, it went well.
She confessed?
Not to all of it, but I have reason to believe she's confessing right now in police custody. She confessed to hitting you over the head and to pretending she was attacked. We found the weapon and, well, the list goes on.
What about my daughter?
She refused to admit it. She was adamant.
But you said she confessed to hitting me.
Well, there's more to the story, I'm afraid. She swears blind that she thought she was hitting Harold Levy.
What? Okay, I don't know what that means.
I agree. It doesn't make any sense.
Where is my daughter, Mr. Conway?
Mr. Morgan, I won't stop until I find her.
I'm sorry. That was unfair of me.
I understand. And it's me who has to apologize. I told you I would find your daughter, and until now I've failed you in that matter.
I don't blame you. You've done all you can. I'm sorry. Where are my manners? Please, come and sit through here. Perhaps you'd like a cup of tea, Mr. Conway. It's 2 sugars, isn't it?
Yes, that's right.
Please, make yourself at home. I'll be back momentarily.
Thank you, I will.
Wait. How did he know it was 2 sugars? Maybe from that affair? Oh shit. What? Okay, let me search this place. So I guess Tony is somehow involved with Charlotte May's kidnapping? Like, he kidnapped his own daughter?
How long have you lived in Dahlia View? It must have been before I moved here.
Yes, about 4 years or so. I remember the day you moved here. I should have introduced myself then. I'm sorry about that.
Not to worry. I should have done the same.
Wait, what do we do? Placemats? Oh, right. Okay, let's see what else we have here.
Oh, that reminds me. I've brought the brooch back that I found at the crime scene.
Thank you so much. I hope it was of some use.
Wait, can we take this photo? Shit.
What on earth? This isn't Charlotte May. It's a different girl altogether. Wearing Charlotte May's brooch.
Charlotte May's 6th birthday. What? Huh.
Another girl. Jesus, what is this? Mr. Morgan, what have you done?
Oh no. Fuck, dude.
I said I hope the brooch was of some use.
Yes. I mean, no. I wasn't able to connect it to anything.
Is everything okay, Mr. Conway? You seem a little out of sorts.
Yes, I'm fine. I don't think I'll have that tea after all. I'm sorry to put you out, but I remembered I have to hand over all of my findings to Catherine. She'll probably be waiting for me.
She was 6 when that picture was taken.
Is that so?
Such an innocent age, wouldn't you say? Charlotte wouldn't have known what real danger was back then. Not like you and I.
Well, we all have to grow up at some point, don't we? You'll excuse me, but I really must.
Are you sure you're okay, Mr. Conway? I can't help but feel your discomfort. Is it something I've done?
Like I said, I'm probably keeping Catherine waiting, is all.
I think he's on to us. Shit. Come on, Conway, get out of there.
You know, I thought that I was careful enough, but the way you think, you really are very clever, Mr. Conway. To your detriment.
Uh-oh. Shit. Fuck. What's gonna happen now?
It's funny. I spent the past few days wondering who on earth would attack me. I was as confused as everyone else. Turns out it was all just a misunderstanding. Have you ever heard anything so unlikely? I was going to leave town that night. I'd left her in Doe's basement. Things were almost in place. I was putting the rubbish out, and then... well... and then Shirley Downs.
She's still alive, isn't she?
I really am glad you decided to investigate. The mystery was eating me up inside. You know, I watched you work these past few days, watched as you pulled our neighbours' lives apart piece by piece. Getting to work with you at Shirley's pub and seeing you before that at Lady Doe's house. It was very exciting.
Can we get away? Come on, pull it. No,
It's
I think
funny,
it's coming.
I felt that if I could just reach out. Of course, I couldn't.
From what I remember, you reached out with your fist.
You almost caught me that night, you know, in Lady Doe's basement. You were so close, but still so far. You know, I've never had to go back and check before. But after you promised me you'd find her, I had to think on my feet. She cried when she saw me. I suppose she was seeing me for the first time in many ways.
She? You mean the girl that, some other poor child you've taken?
Mm-hmm. Is she still alive? Yeah.
Is she still alive? The girl? Why did you do this?
Charlotte May was 6 when she... You see, after so many years, well, they stop looking like children, don't they?
Dear God. So she was too old to remind you of the real Charlotte May. And that's why... This really isn't your first time.
The first time I did this, my hands were shaking. I was a mess, Mr. Conway. I'd have been embarrassed just to be in your presence.
You sound as though she means nothing to you.
She means everything to me.
Have you lost your mind?
I think our little talk is over, Mr. Conway. Believe me, I don't want to do this, but you leave me no choice.
I don't think you will kill me. You didn't tie that little girl up for no reason. If you were simply a murderer, you wouldn't have left her alive down there. There has to be something more to you.
What makes you so sure?
I think you wanted to see her as Charlotte May. You wanted to believe it, right up until the end.
Well, you've got it all figured out, haven't you?
What happened to the real Charlotte May?
You have a daughter, Mr. Conway. You know how it is. It's your responsibility. Your duty to protect them, no matter what.
Oh, Tony. What happened?
I must have left the balcony door unlocked. I took my eyes off her for just a second. We lived on the 5th floor.
Tony, I'm so sorry. Perhaps we should talk about it. You can tell me about her. If you let me go, I'm sure
I don't think so, Mr. Conway. I've complimented you on your intellectual prowess. Please don't insult mine.
Fine. Where is the girl now?
She's quite safe.
Okay, so she is still alive. What the fuck, dude? Where did you take her from? Where are her parents? What's the girl's real name? Where did you take her from, maybe? Or maybe where are her parents?
Where are her parents? The girl I've been looking for.
I couldn't tell you now, but for a while they owned a small doctor's practice in Turing City. That's where I first saw her. She reminded me so much of my Charlotte. Over the next few days, I saw it more and more in her.
What would the real Charlotte May think of you?
You won't speak her name again.
Do you think she'd be proud of what you've done?
Please. Stop.
What about this girl? Everyone's looking for her. You can't get away with this.
Mr. Conway, you've already arrested Shirley. No one is going to find her, and no one is going to find you. Now, please stop. You're beginning to make me rather uncomfortable.
Jesus. You wouldn't want her to remember you this way.
None of that matters. Now, please, try to keep still.
Oh, shit. Come on, Conway, fight him.
Please, don't do this. You're a reasonable man, Mr. Morgan. I know you don't want to do this.
Believe me, I've tried to change what I am, but I can't.
Okay, is it
Morgan?
Catherine? Yep, it's Catherine.
I would
Nice.
very much like to speak with you.
For God's sake. Like father, like daughter. Not a word, Mr. Conway.
Shit.
The anesthesia should kick in shortly.
Hello, Mr. Morgan. I'm sorry to trouble
come on,
you,
come
but
on.
I wondered
Please
if I might
help
speak
me.
with you and my father.
Save yourself.
Father.
Catherine,
Are you
help
expecting him?
I
No.
thought he might already be here. He said he was going to talk to
I
you about
can't move
Shirley
the cursor.
Downs. May I come in and talk through our options?
Come on.
I'm not sure that's a good idea.
Okay.
Let me move the cursor,
It's fine.
please.
Please
I can
don't.
come back tomorrow.
You know what? With everything that's going on, I'm not...
Please don't hurt. It's
I think that
him.
would be a good idea. Tomorrow morning. Lunchtime, perhaps.
Come on.
If you
Click it.
Please,
can wait until then.
don't do anything to her.
Sorry to bother you so
Catherine, run away.
Please, don't apologise. We'll talk tomorrow.
Thank you, Mr. Morgan. Wait.
What is it?
If you haven't seen my father, then why is his camera in your house? And his bag?
Okay, I think
Mr.
Catherine
Morgan?
figured it out. Shit. Come on, come on. Crawl forward. Come on, Conway, you got this. Let's go. Shit. I'm spamming W as fast as I can do. Come on. Okay, did Catherine get Tony or is it the other way? Fuck. Let's see what happened. It's still dark. That's Levy. Okay, there's an ambulance, but who is the ambulance for? Oh, okay, Conway's in the ambulance. Yeah, that might be a good thing. Maybe Catherine escaped. Take the wheelchair. Tony Morgan's arrest. 5:36, 6 hours later. Okay, let's go talk to Levy, I guess.
Do you know where Catherine is?
Where? This way. Okay, thanks, I guess. Let's go meet Catherine. Oh, there she is.
Catherine!
Dad, are you okay?
I'm fine. Thank God you are. I thought the worst.
I did too. What happened here? I mean, what on earth did I walk into?
If I'm honest, I'm
still trying to figure that out myself.
Shirley was telling the truth.
It appears so.
We searched the house. We'd ruled him out.
Is he...
No, he's alive. He's been taken to the station. We want to know if he's done this before.
I'm afraid you won't like the answer.
Oh, my God. That could have been you.
It could have been either one of us.
Dad, listen,
No, Catherine, I'm sorry.
I am too. It's funny, I came back tonight because part of me knew I should have listened to you, but I just wanted to prove to myself that I didn't need any help.
The apple hasn't fallen far from the tree. I need to ask, did you find Charlotte May? Is she...
Follow me.
Okay, I think she's alive. Yeah.
Charlotte.
Okay.
This man is Robert Conway. He's been looking for you for days.
Are you okay, my dear? You're safe now. You don't need to be scared anymore. Catherine here is going to take good care of you.
I'll just be a moment. I'll come back. Don't worry. She hasn't said a word since we found her. She thought that Tony Morgan was her real father. She didn't even know that...
It doesn't bear thinking about.
So, what do we do now? She doesn't have a home.
Oh, that reminds me. Her real parents owned a doctor's surgery in Turing City. Can't be many doctors out that way who have a missing child.
That's a great place to start. I imagine you'll want to come along and help.
No. Perhaps it's best to leave this up to the professionals.
I'd like it if you were by my side.
I'd like that too.
Whoa. So I think that's the end of the game. The story was fucked up, man. Like, come on. So maybe that's why in the beginning of the video we saw the black hooded person stealing a small child. Yeah, so maybe she was stolen when she was really young. Fuck, dude, that's fucked up. Okay. Is there anything else after this? Or is it just the credits? Let me see. Yeah, it's just the credits. Alright guys, so we are back at the menu screen. So that was Conway. If you enjoyed, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on any of my videos because I upload daily. So I'm not sure what I will be playing next. Like, I wanted to play the GTA trilogy so badly, but it all has bad reviews, so I don't think I'm going to be playing that. So I might be playing something else, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.